Show, The Quiet, has been designed in three parts. The first part is Kris doing his beautiful solo bass compositions, and that's a half an hour. And then there's a little moment to wiggle your bum, and then I come on and perform for another half an hour. Songs that people have never heard from my songbook, but also songs that they may have heard from my days with Creed and Photograph. So I'll sneak a couple of those in. And then the third set is some songs that Kris and I get the chance to actually perform together that we can only dream of writing. And so for those who have sat through our first two sets and listened to songs that they may have never heard before, their reward is the third set, where we'll be performing some songs that I'm sure that they've heard. She can be so much more than you bargained for. She's the only girl I've ever loved. He had white horses, ladies by the score, all dressed in satin, waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. And so Kris does something that you're going to see right now that is really unique. He's taken an instrument that people don't usually associate with being a solo instrument, and he has done all these wonderful compositions. He's been the subject of an award-winning documentary called Strings of Inspiration, and I'm going to let Kris give you a little sample of what it is that he does, and it's just stunning.
Being a musician is probably the closest thing to fulfilling a childhood dream that you can imagine. So when you're young, you see all of these. To us, they're almost superheroes. They're playing on stage, they're playing to large audiences. But what's hidden is the hard work behind how they ended up there. And I think being a musician, it's discipline and it's enjoyment. And I would say that probably all of the most interesting things that have happened to me in my life have been through music, playing music or being associated with it. And this instrument in particular, bass, playing it as a solo instrument, has presented lots of opportunity. Some people would think there were obstacles, but really there's nobody else in the area doing it. So at least people can be mildly interested in what that sounds like. So being a musician is incredibly fulfilling, always has been, and hopefully there's lots of years left.
Musician and having the opportunity to compose your own work is probably, next to my own family, the most fulfilling thing I've ever had in my life. I knew it the first time I saw the Beatles when I was 9 years old on the Ed Sullivan Show. I knew it. I was a kid, but I knew there was something about what they were doing, and if I could even just get a teeny little bit of whiff of that, it's my life.